What's up guys, Nukin here, and I'm back with a quick Galaxy Heroes video. Just want to talk a little bit about some exciting news. We're finally getting a legendary for the year of 2018. It's been almost a year, so yes, thank God. Now, we had Crumb, the community manager. He's been giving us some hints and clues as to what some of the new stuff may be. There was some hype around Jango Fett. Now we found out that Jango is actually a marquee character, but now we know that the first legendary after basically I think around 300 plus days, who that's going to be. So he left us with this clue last time with a date 9/20, so today is actually a day early, September 19th, and there was this puzzle, and well, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even attempt to solve it, but it's been solved. Now we know that the first legendary that is going to be arriving very shortly, I would imagine. So this is going to be the original Chewbacca. Yes, another Chewbacca. So here we have a post from SCG Crumb, I should say, excuse me. Here is a photo here. Chewie is surrounded by the bounty hunters, and rightfully so. We're gonna go over this forum post real fast. So I am excited to reveal the image from last week's teaser, but more importantly tell you that some of the details of the upcoming legendary character and a day early. So here we go. So you're gonna need 5 bounty hunters, and you're gonna ask yourself, well, what do I need for a legendary event? You need 5, a minimum of 5, and you need to have the star requirements ready to go to complete the legendary event. Now, the difference between a legendary event as to opposed to a heroic journey event is that heroic journey events are all or nothing. You need to basically unlock the character at 7 stars or you don't get the character. Now, this is a legendary event, so that means that you're only going to need at least 5 5-star bounty hunter characters to unlock Chewie, and then of course everyone is going to try to get him up to 7 stars the very first time, so you can reap the rewards of getting this character and using him in all the different game modes like raids, for example. And the character does actually get stronger as you get extra stars. You get more health, more damage, more armor, some other stuff probably. And so this is what you're going to need: 5 bounty hunter characters. So any bounty hunter characters. Now it's talking about from the original trilogy that you're not going to basically be able to easily take this event or this character down. I guess you're going to be fighting against Chewbacca, so it's going to be a very difficult event. They even say that, okay, very difficult event that will require geared up and modded bounty hunters. So there's going to be some level of difficulty. So before, in past legendary events, usually the bottleneck was just the stars and you could get by with gear 7, gear 8 characters. That might not be the case anymore. You may need gear 9, gear 10, maybe even gear 11 or 12 characters with average mods to be able to complete this event. We don't know. I haven't played it myself yet, so that's something that you guys may want to know as well. So for pro tip number 1, if you're just going for the unlock, make sure that you have 5 different bounty hunters at 5 stars. Any bounty hunter, doesn't have to be one of the newer ones like Jango or Aura Singh, etc. And the second tip so far is that you're gonna probably want to gear them up a little bit past that gear 8 range. And since we also have mod loadouts now, and you can easily swap mods, you may even want to make a loadout of your arena team and swap them over to your bounty hunter team right before the event. So giving you some tips as we go. Then let's see what else they say. Starting this weekend, you can earn additional bounty hunter shards by playing light side and dark side hard nodes. So this kind of reminds me of recently how they threw in some mod salvage in some of the hard nodes, throw in some of the bounty hunters and all the different light side and dark side nodes. So you can actually easily acquire some of the bounty hunters if you're ramping them up. I'm sure there will be some packs as well to help you to get those last few shards. So that's going to be nice. So that's going to start this weekend. So right now it is Wednesday, the 19th. So in a few days, maybe you want to start hoarding some of your energy, for example. Make sure that you get your 600. Here's another tip. Get your 600 and potentially start saving some crystals, or maybe even hoard energy over the maximum to sort of capitalize on being able to try to get some of these bounty hunters ASAP, because you definitely don't want to miss out on legendaries. And I think I haven't played with this guy. Usually legendaries, though, I'm assuming usually legendaries are meta characters that are good in multiple game modes. So I'm just going to assume that he's going to be very strong, maybe even overpowered. So definitely want to go ahead and do that. And let's continue reading. Also, Embo and Aura Singh will be in that mix. So that's nice because Embo and Aura Singh were recently introduced in the game. They're sort of more premium bounty hunters, and you should be able to acquire their shards as well from these sort of drops. Now, you don't need them, I should say. I confirmed this with the developers that you only need 5 bounty hunters, and you do not specifically need Embo or Aura Singh or Django or any of the newer bounty hunters. So I'm sure they'll make the event easier because they're pretty good characters, but you're not going to be required to need them. So that's one other thing. And then also, let's see what it says. As you prepare to capture Chewbacca, be advised that the Django Fett, the 25 shards, will be available in a One Famous Wookiee event bundle. Interesting. So there will be a bounty hunter bundle. Yeah, that's expected. Usually they have some bundles to help you finish up the farm. They've had that for when we did the JTR Heroic Journey event. They had a veteran smuggler bundle to help you get the last 50 to 100 shards. So I assume it'll be something priced around that, and they'll give you a bunch of bounty hunter shards. So my recommendation here is to definitely don't go ahead and immediately buy the bundle. Here's another tip. Don't immediately buy the bundle. Wait until the end, because usually legendary events last around 5 to 7 days. So keep on grinding. Don't feel pressured to have to get the legendary unlock on the very first day. Go ahead and wait it out until the last day or two. And if you think that you can actually manage to get that extra star threshold, whether it be 6 stars, 7 stars, for example, and that bundle's going to do it, and you're kind of a thrifty spender, and it's not that bad of a deal, and the characters, you'll probably by then know the kit of the character and how good it's going to be. You know, maybe go ahead and buy the bundle. But I think a lot of people have been grinding their bounty hunters for a while now, expecting a legendary. I mean, we've been speculating it for weeks. We even thought Django was going to be that legendary, but it seems like there is not going to be a bounty hunter legendary, but we are going to be using the bounty hunters to get one. So that's going to be Chewbacca. So very excited to see what this guy's all about. I'm so happy we're getting a legendary character finally. I hope that we get a few more, you know, but the year is ending soon, so we'll have to see and find out about that. I'm excited to see what his kit is. I think, you know, enough tips. I think some speculation aside, I'm going to assume that there's going to be some synergy with a Han Solo of some kind, or maybe, hopefully we don't get another Han Solo, but you never know. We'll probably get another one, but I think he's going to have some synergy with Han Solo. I think this means we might get another ship, another Millennium Falcon, which would be the 3rd Millennium Falcon. Maybe he's going to be good in like a future territory battle. Now, we do have Rolo, Rebel Leia Officer Organa, who's the character of the month right now. So potentially there's a new sort of territory battle, and he's going to be kind of like the Commander Luke of that. You know, there's a special node where you're required to use him. So potentially he might be viable in all the game modes, but also almost required in some other ones. So if there's a revamp to territory battles, for example, he might be needed there. And so, yeah, if you have some bounty hunters, if you're close, get excited. If you're not even close, I have one more tip for you guys. If you're not even close to getting him even unlocked or maybe even 7 stars, don't panic farm. Probably just skip the first time around on this legendary. I have a feeling there's going to be a few extra legendary events coming down the road, and if you can't do it all, just skip this one and go on to the next one. There's a lot of sort of speculation that we're going to have another sort of heroic journey event character or legendary character that revolves around the solo movie Scoundrels or the KOTOR character. So potentially you might want to actually skip this and then move on towards focusing on other things that are already in the game that you're working towards, or potentially, hopefully speculating that focusing on maybe the solo Scoundrels or the KOTOR characters may lead to another legendary that would be maybe even stronger or more powerful than this Chewbacca. So let me know down in the comments below, guys. I'm going to wrap up here. What are your thoughts on finally getting another legendary? Are you excited for another Chewbacca? Is there any sort of things that I missed, any sort of speculation that you still have in the back of your minds? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm excited to hopefully cover this guy pretty soon, and I'll definitely have a few videos on him right before he's released, since I'm a game changer. And stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys all next time.
The Force will be with you, always.